Guys, today I'm going to show you about polynomials. It's Travis and Joe. Alright, in mathematics, a polynomial is an expression constructed from one or more variables and constants using the operation of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and constant positive whole number exponents. For the first example, we're going to be adding polynomials and subtracting them, simplifying first, not factoring. So our first example is going to be 5x squared minus 3 plus 2x squared minus 3x to the third. So we go down and we write them down without the parentheses. So it's going to be 5x squared minus 3 plus 2x squared minus 3x to the third. And we add them all up, we subtract them all up, and our final answer simplified will be negative 3x to the third plus 7x to the squared minus 3. Simple enough. Simple algebra and simple addition and subtraction. Simplifying, not factoring. Thanks guys. This can be adding, subtracting polynomials. Our next example is going to be division of polynomials. The division of polynomials is a simple algebraic equation which consists of our first example going to be 21x to the third minus 35x to the squared divided by 7x. Would be the same as 7x parentheses 3x squared minus 5x. That would be our greatest common factor. Then we cancel out the 7x's and our simplified answer is going to be 3x to the squared minus 5x. That's division of polynomials. Our multiplication of polynomials consists of two laws: distributive property and combining like terms. In the next example you'll see right now. So our example is going to be 2x squared times 3x squared minus x plus 4. When distributing, you distribute the 2x squared to the 3x squared minus the x and plus the 4, which would come out to be as 6x to the fourth minus 2x to the third plus 8x to the squared. And when doing the exponents, you add when multiplying. Our next thing we're going to do is factoring polynomials. Our first example is going to be x squared plus 3x plus 2. So easily we can detect that x plus 1 times x plus 2 is equal to x squared plus 3x plus 2. And when we recheck, we multiply them. So you go x plus 1, x plus 2, and you use distributive property, and you go x squared plus 2x, and then you use the 1, which would be plus x, and 1 times 2 would be plus 2. This comes out to be x squared plus 2x plus x plus 2, and it'd be x squared plus 3x plus 2, what we have right here. Rechecking. Our next example is going to be factoring monomials. When you have an example like this, which is going to be 25x squared times y squared, you always have to rewrite it using the factors to it. So we know 5 times 5 is 25, and x times x is equal to x squared. Also, y times y is equal to y squared. So common sense would tell us to do 5 squared x squared, y squared, and that's where you get your answer. Right there. 5 squared, x squared, and y squared. Now moving on to the next section is factoring trinomials. Trinomials is when the AB of our equation has a number, our number being 2x squared. So we always put 2x right here and we FOIL it, and the 5 comes right here. So we have to figure out what number and what signs comes here. Since we see a negative, we automatically assume that there's a negative. So you have to guess and check, and by guessing and checking...
La batería se bajó.